Let me do that shit real quick. Like, I try to make sure I keep the attendance sheet. Because also, Rob told me that sometimes he wants me to send him the attendance sheet. You know? All right. You ready to go? It's going to be hot, man. So we got me at 90 degrees today. Yeah, white shirt. White shirt. Well, I ain't got no white, but I can
Testing, 1 2 1 2.
Testing.
That's what you gonna use.
Now I can use one of the mobile tools. Okay. That one's turned down. Testing. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, we good to go.
All right, what's on great? Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Awashah Barakatham. Yahweh Shemal Atham Ba'Hashem Awashah. It's Isupk doing North Carolina Sabbath service. Preaching Officer Mahayah with me, consistent conducting his officer Yanazar. You understand? So we're gonna get straight into it, man. So, brother, if you could, Baba Kashar, blow the horn and commence the Sabbath service. All right. So Amidium, which means to stand. Wapan Yakwadam means rise and face east. Start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim. Quadash. Hayah. Shemka.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayaka. Hayah.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Kawa. Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Lathundanawa. Lakam.
Cow.
Yawam.
Wasalak
Nawa.
Kabawath Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kabawathia Nawa.
Kabawathia Nawa.
Wala.
Tabia
Nawa.
Nawa.
Banasaya 1.
A ball.
Abashaya Nawa.
Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwat. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. La'awalayam. Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power, the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'Hashem Yahawashi. Baba Kashah. Nathunla Nawa. Hakak. La Para'ah. Cow Makala. Wakal Marawa. Hakak. La Tahar. Hamatazarayam. Hakak. La Hakwiyam. Hamathiam. Hakak. Al Rarakawaf. Hatamala. Lagarashan. Ba'Hashem Yahawashi. The water Aman.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Wa Allah Hayam.
Why Allah Hayam?
Matazabia Ah.
Tazabia.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Allah Wap Yahana.
Allah Wapium.
Allah Wapium.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Hakodazayanyam.
Hakodazayanyam.
Hakoyoyum.
Hakoyoyum.
Akwathian.
Wahagwathian.
Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
The 121st Psalm in Hebrew. Aisha, Ayanya, Al-Haharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Aliyad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayallah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makaurai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'atha, Wa'aid Awalam. In English, I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dami Alaka, Al-Thakarash, Al-Thashakwat, Al-Kayahana, Awayabiaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Yarayamwa, Sawada, Wayatha, Ya'aitazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidum, Magolia, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'Allah, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa'aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Aliyaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Adawam, Wayashimai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashat, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawu, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zerawai, Labanyalawat, Salah, Aishaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Panakal, Wayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan, Dara, Hayawa, Daman, Ladama, Shayatamwa, Nadayab Mawa, Ka'arab, because of Bach, Wakatazol, Manai, Kal Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Gogla, Kakwash, Lapanya Rabaka, Ka'ash, Tabi'aira, Yaira, Kalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradapma, Basa'irika, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalum, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kuala1, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabaholwa, Aid, Wayakaparawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadayawa, Kaya, Atha, Shimka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al-Yawan, Al-Kaharatazar. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against
thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeed, yea, all their princes, as Abba and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame set it on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Yeshab means be seated.
Yeah, that's on auto. We need to put that shit on for now.
You know what I'm saying? Shalom, shalom. We'll get right back into it. Right back where we left off last week. You know what I mean? Right. So for those who you know what I'm saying, you want to read along, so you go to blueletterbible.org. Type in Exodus chapter 15 in the top. Go down to verse 4. You press that button on the side that says tools, and it'll pull up the Syrian Hebrew, right? So it's like whenever you're ready.
Put on my car. Okay, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 4 in Hebrew. Mara Kabath, Para I, Waya Kayolwa, Yara, Bayam, Wama Bakar, Shalashiawa, the Ba'aiwa, Bayam, Sawap. Verse 5. Fahamath, Yaka Sayamwa, Yaradwa, Bamat Tazawalath, Kamwa, Abun. Verse 6. Yamai Yamnaka, Yahweh, Daria, Daria, Bakak, Yamnyaka, Yahweh, Bara'itaza, Awayab. Verse 7, Wabarab, Ga'awanaka, Salakia, Taharas, Humyaka, Thashalath, Haranaka, Ya'akolam, nope, Ya'akolamwa, Akolamya, Lumwa, Kakwash. And verse 8, Warawath, Apanyaka, Apiaka, Na'ai Rumwa, Mayam, Natazabwa, Kamwa, Nad, Nazalayam, Papa'awa, Fahamath, Balab Yam. Verse 9, Amar, Awayab, Radap, Ashiag, Akalap, Shalol, Tama la Amwa, Napashia, Ariak, Karabia, Tawa Hayash Shemwa, Yadia. Verse 10, Nashapath, Bara Waka, Bara Wakaka, Kasamwa, Yum, Tazalolwa, Kaiwaparath, Kaiwaparath. Nah, that don't sound right. Kawaparath, yeah. Bamayam, Adia Rayam. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 4 in the English. Pharaoh's chariots and his host hath he cast into the sea. The chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depth, verse 5, the depths have covered them. They sink into the bottom as a stone. Verse 6, thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, has dashed in pieces the enemy. Glorious. Wow. I love it. Verse 7, and in greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. Verse 8, and with the blast of thy nostrils, that the waters were gathered together, the flood stood upright as an heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. Verse 9, the enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them. So they thought. This is a song, y'all. This is a song. Like, for real. Verse 10. Thou didst blow with thy wind, the sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 11 in the Hebrew. Maya, Kamaka, Ba'alam, Yahweh, Maya, Kamaka, Na'adar, Bakodash, Nawara'ah, Pahalath, Aisha, Pala'ah. Verse 12. Natayat, Yanaka, Haba La'aimwa, Aratazar. Verse 13. Nakayath, Bakasadaka, Basakadaka, Aim, Zawa, Ga'alath, Nahalath, Ba'izaka, Al, Nawa, Kadashka. Verse 14. Shemaiwa. Imyam, Yagazawan, Chayol, Akaz, Yeshabia, Palashath. Verse 15. Az, Nakaholwa, Alawapia, Adawum, Ayalaya, Mawa Ab, Ya Atazamwa, Ra'aid, Namagawa, Kal, Yeshabia, Kanain. Verse 16. The Pol, Aliyaham, Ayamatha, Wapakad, Bagadol, Wara, Wa'aika, Yadamwa, Ka'aban, Aid, Ya'aibar, Imaka, Yahawa, Aid, Ya'aibar, Aim, Zawa, Quanyath. Verse 17. Amwa, Watha Ta'imwa, Bahar, Natha Lathaka, Makawan, Lashabathaka, Pa'ilath, Yahweh, Makorash, Salakia, Makodash, Adunya, Kawa Nunwa, Yadyaka. This is the book of Exodus chapter 15 and verse 11. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders?
You understand? That sounds like something you want to sing, something glorious. Not what they be singing in the damn Christian church, man. You know what I mean? That ain't no war cry. that ain't no song of melody right there in that Christian church. That's a song of witchcraft. You know what I mean?
They never sung that like this ever.
Come on, man. Like, honestly, what's like the hardcore song you've ever heard in church? If that's even a thing.
Oh, happy day.
When Jesus was. Come on, man.
Hey, yo. And they talk about praising the Lord. What is this? How can you praise him more than this? In song. You know, that's what we trying to take. You know. Let's get back to it, sir. If I may. Mm-hmm. Verse 12. Thou stretchest out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Understand? What? Okay. They still on war zone. Verse 13. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation. Verse 14. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestina. Like, if I may, sir. Like I was reading yesterday, we're like, because we understand the multitude that came out of Egypt, right? And it was 600,000 warriors. That's men between 20 and 40. So we estimate with the children, the women, and the older men between 2 and 3 million people. So I was reading yesterday, like when these nations would see us passing through their land, they would be terrified just because of the multitude. Like sometimes we didn't even have to fight. They would just run. And then there was other nations that wanted to fight, that fought us. You understand? You understand? And if I may, one more thing, that those wicked Amalekites, who today call themselves Jewish people, they attacked us. They attacked the rear of the caravan and slaughtered the old women and the old men and the young kids that couldn't keep up with the main body. That's recorded in throughout the Bible, as in Deuteronomy 25 and 17, I believe, and in another place it's recorded that Most High told us never forget what they did to us on that time, because it was filthy, wicked what they did. Anyway, it came to mind, so I just want to share it. Amalekites. Verse 15. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab trembling shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Verse 16. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm, they shall be as still as a stone. Till the people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased. Verse 17, thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in the place, O Lord, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary, O Lord, which thy hands have established. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 18 in Hebrew. Yahweh, Yamalak, La'ilum, Wa'id. I know what that means. Verse 19. Kaya ba'a sawas para'ai barakabwa waba parashawa bayam wayashab Yahweh ilaham ath maya hayam wabunya yasha'ala hakolwa baya basha bahawak hayam bathawak salakia bathawak hayam. Verse 20. Wathaquak Marayam Hana Baya Akawath Aharon Ath Hathap Bayada Wathataza Awa Kal Hanashiam Akaria Bathapayam Waba Makalath Waba Makalath. Verse 21. With the Ain Laham Mariam Shayorwa La Yahawa Kaya Ga'a Sawas Wara Kabwa Ramah Bayam. Verse 22. Wayasai Masha'ath Yasha'ala Mayam Sawap Wayataza'awa Al Madabar Shawar Waya Lakwa Shalashath Yam Yam Bamadabar Wala Mataza Awa Mayam. Verse 23. Waya Ba'awa Aratha Wala Yakolwa Lashafath Mayam Mamara Kaya Mariam Hum Al Khan Kwara'a Shema Mara. 24. Verse 24. Wayalanwa Ha'im Al Mashallah Amar Ma Nashatha. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 18. Salaki, chapter 15 and verse 18. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea. And the Lord brought again the waters of the sea upon them, but the children of Israel went on the dry land in the midst of the sea. Separation. Verse 20. And Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out after with her with timbrels and with dances. Party time seems like to me. When the women start dancing, it's party time. Yeah. Verse 21. And Miriam answered them, sing ye to the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Man, that's a rhyme, yo. Bars in the scripture. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Okay, let's go. Verse 22. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore, the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against, verse 24, and the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? He had no water in 3 days. Right. You know what I mean? Anybody would say that, but, this was a test. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 25. Wayataza Aikwa Al Yahweh Waya wa Rahawa. Yahweh Aitaza Waya Shalaka Al Hamayam Waya Mathakwa Hamayam. Shum Lawa Kak Wamashapat Washum Nasahawa. Verse 26. Waya Amar Am Shem Wa'ai Thashamai Laqual Laquawal Yahweh Alahayaka Wahaya Shar Ba'ayanayawa the Aisha Waha Azana Waha Azanath Lamataza Wathiawa Washamarath Cow Kakukiawa Cow Hamakala Ashar Shamathia Bamatazarium La'a Ashayim Aliyaka Kaya Anya Yahweh Rapa'aka Salakia Rapa'aka. Verse 27. Waya Ba'awa Ayalama Washam Shathiam Aishara Ayanath Mayam Washa Ba'aimium Thamarium Waya Kunwa Shum Al Hamayam. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16. Understand? And verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Sa'iwa Ma'ayalam Waya Ba'awa Kal Idath Banya Yasha'ala Al Madabar Sawan Ashar Bayan Ayalam Wabayan Sayanya Bakamasha Aishar Yawum La Kadash Hashanya La Taza Atham Matazaria Ma'aratazar Salakia Ma'aratazar Matazarium. Verse 2. Wayalayanwa Kal Idath Banya Yasha'ala Al Masha Wa Al Aharan Ba Madabar. Verse 3. Waya Amarwa Alaham Banya Yasha'ala Maya Yathun Mawathunwa Bayad Yahweh Ba'aratazar Matazarium Basha Bathunwa Al Sawat Sayar Salakia Sayar Habashar Ba'akolunwa Lakam La Shabai Kaya Hawataza Athunwa Al Hama Dabar Hazah Laha Mayath Ath Kal Ahakwaho Hazah Baraib. Verse 4. Waya Amar Yahweh al Mashah Hananya Ma Matayar Lakam Man Hashamyam Wayataza'ah Ha'aim Wala Kwatwa the bar Yawum Baya Wumwa Lama'ain Hanasanwa Hayalaka Batha wa Rathia La'a. Okay, we go back. 27. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 25 in English. And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them. Meaning that now, he said, now you believe now? Like he proved to them that, the Lord was with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord that healeth thee. Verse 27, and they came to Elim, where there were 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the waters. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 1 in English. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came unto the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after their departing out of the land of Egypt. Verse 2. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. Come on, man. Pretty good. Black people. You know what I mean? So when you do something for it, they forgot about it. What have you done for me lately, like today? Right. Oh, boy. If I may, sir. John, what's up? It's a great thing. Like when we read this, and we could see ourselves. Make sure you said they gave you too. Oh, Salakia. Salakia. What I was saying is that it's great to be able to read these scriptures and see ourselves in it, because we know who we are, man. We know how our people are. You've been around our people long enough. We know how our people are, man. Like, what have you done for me lately was the #1 song. Okay. And verse 3, and the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full. For ye have brought us forth into this land, this wilderness, to kill this people, this whole assembly, with hunger, if I may. So that reminds me of America. Where can I get better clothes than this? Where can I get better food than this? I'd rather go back to Egypt and die there than to be out here like this. Right. Struggling for your own freedom to build your own kingdom, man. You understand? Verse 4. Then said the Lord unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. Like we said earlier, this is a test for the people. You understand? And the Most High is checking them out. He gave us every chance you can imagine. Like, you don't know how long the Lord has been bearing with us, man, even until this day. Understand? But he gonna whip you till you get it right, whether you like it or not. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 5 in the Hebrew. Wahaya bayawum hashashia waha kayanwa ath ashar ya baya awa wahaya mashana al ashar yala kwatawa or lawa kwatwa yawum. Verse 6. Waya Amar Masha wa Aharon al Kalbanya Yasha'ala Arab Waya the Itham Kaya Yahawa Hawa Taza Ya'ah Afakam Ma'aratazar Matazarium. Verse 7. Wabakwar wa ra'ayatham ath kabawad Yahweh ba shemaiwa ath thala thalumnathiakum al Yahweh wana kanwa ma kaya thala wanwa aliyanwa. Verse 8. Waya Amar Masha Bathath Yahweh Lakum Ba'arab Bashar La'akal Walaktham Babakwar Lashabai Bashamai Yahweh Ath Thalunathiakum Ashar Athum Malianum Aliawa Wanak Nawa Ma La'a Alianawa Thalunathiakum Kaya al Yahweh. Verse 9. Waya Amar Masha al Aharon Amar al Kal Idath Banya Yasha'ala Karabwa Lapunya Yahweh Kaya Shemai Ath Thalunathiakum. Verse 10. Wayahaya Kadabar Aharon al Kal Idath Banya Yasha'ala Waya Punwa al Hadabar Hamadabar Salaki Hadamabar Wahana Kabawad Yahweh Nara'ah Ba'ainan. Verse 11. Wayadabar Yahweh al-Mashallah Amar. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, and verse 5 in English. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, at evening, then ye shall know that the Lord hath brought you out of the land of Egypt. So they seemed like they needed a little reminder. Verse 7, and in the morning, then you shall see the glory of the Lord, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we that ye murmur against us? Verse 8, and Moses said, this shall be when the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to full, so that the Lord heareth your murmurings which you murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord. So in other words, this is proof right here. When you go against the priests and prophets of the Lord, it's not just as you going against them or us, you're going against the Lord. And this is what we say all the time. You understand? This is why King David said, they that hate thee have lifted up the head, because they went against the priests and prophets of the Lord and the children of the Lord. So that means if you hate the children and his messengers, you hate him. And verse 9, and Moses spake unto Aaron, say unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he hath heard your murmuring. Verse 10, and it came to pass, as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation, the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in a cloud. I wonder what that could have been. Verse 11, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 12 in Hebrew. Shema'ithia ath halawanath banya yasha Allah debar alaham la amar bayam ha'irabiam ha'akolwa bashar waba bakwar bashabaiwa lacham wayada aitham kaya anya Yahweh alahayakam. Verse 13, wayahaya ba'irab watha'al hasholwa wathakam ath hama kana waba bakwar hayatha shakabath ha'al sabayab lamakana. Verse 14, watha'al shakabath hatol wahana al panya hamadabar dak makasapas rad kakapar al ha'aratazar. Verse 15, waya ra'awa banya yasha Allah waya amarwa ayash al akyawa man hawa kaya la'a yadaiwa salaki yadaiwa ma hawa waya amar masha alaham hawa halakam ashar Nathan Yahweh lakam la akala. Verse 16, Za hadabar ashar tazawa Yahweh lakwatwa mamanwa ayash lapia akolwa aimar lagalath
Lagala Masapar na Pashathiakum Ayash La Ashar Ba'a Holwa the Kwakwa. Verse 17. Concert. Waya Aishawa Khan Banya Yasha Allah Laya Laquatat Laquatwa. Waya Laquatwa. Yeah. Hama Rabah Waha Ma'anya. No, Anyat. Waha Mam Ayat. Verse 18. Waya Madwa Ba Aimar Wala Ha Aidiap Ha Aidiap Hama Rabah Waha Mum Ayat La'a Hakasayar Ayash Lapia Akolua Laquatwa. 19, verse 19. Waya Amar Masha al 18. Yep, 18 was the last one. Sir. This is the book of God, where am I? Exodus chapter 16 and verse 19. I mean in verse 12 in the English. The water, sir. I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at evening shall ye eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with the bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. Verse 13, and it came to pass that at evening the quails came and covered the camp, and in the morning the dew lay round about the host. Verse 14, and when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground. I don't know what that is. Verse 14, once again. And when the dew that lay was gone up, so that means water dried up off the grass, they said one to another, it is, no, what the hell am I? 13. Gone. Okay, and when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground. Okay, verse 15. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, it is manna, for they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, this is the bread which the Lord hath given you to eat.
And you know what I'm saying? We in the wilderness now. We hungry, ain't got no food. We wake up. This is bread here. Man, what the hell is this? What is this? Moses like, man, this manna, man. This is what the Lord wants us to eat. You know what I mean? Remember, they thinking, they thinking, you know, Egypt. They thinking being supported by Egypt. Flesh pots, Egypt taking care of them, all the wine. You understand? I think about that like, you know, you coming to this truth. The lifestyle you live in the world, you know what I mean? What they always say, the grass is always green on the other side, right? When you come in here, you know, to some, I ain't gonna say everyone, because you know, some people are different. Just spiritually, it's built different. But to some, man, this grass don't always look greener. You be like, man, I'm settling for less coming over here. That's what some people will say. Everybody, they gonna miss out on this, they're gonna miss out on that. They look at this damn bread like, man, what the hell is this? What supposed to do with this, Yanza? It's dry looking bread. What supposed to do with this, man? You know what I mean? Read on.
Verse 16. This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Gather it every man according to his eating, an omer for every man, according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tent. I mean, everybody got to get out there and gather this food. Verse 17, and the children of Israel did so and gathered some more, some less. Verse 18, and when they did make it with an omer, I don't know what an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. So if you was a big dude and you needed a lot, you gathered a lot.
It's like if I call Omar, it's like a measurement basically.
Oh,
Like a measurement that they would use for like grain or whatever.
okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 19 in Hebrew. Waya Amar Masha Alaham Ayash Al Yawathar Mamanwa Aid Bakwar. Verse 20. Wala'ah Shemaiwa Al Masha Waya Watharwa Anashium Mamanwa Aid Bakwar Waya Rum Tawa La'ayam Waya Ba'ash Waya Kwatazap Alahum Masha. Verse 21. Waya Laquatwa Athwa Babaquar Ayash Kapia Akolwa Lakam Hashemash Wanamama. Verse 22. Waya Haya Bayawam Hashashia Laquatwa Lakam Mashana Shanya Ha'imar La'akad Waya Ba'awa Cow Nasia Aya Ha'ida Waya Gaya Dawa Lamasha. Verse 23. Waya Amar Alaham Hawa'a Ashar Dabar Yahweh Shabbathwa Shabbath Kodash Lahaya La Yahweh Salakia La Yahweh Makar Ath Ashar the Apwa Wa'ath Ashar the Basholwa Wa'ath Cal Ha'idap Hanakaya na Hanakawa Hanakawa Lakam Lama Shemarath Aid Habakwar. Verse 24. Waya Nayakwa Athwa Aid Habakwar Ka'ashar Tazawa Masha Wala'a Haba Ayash Rakma Salakia Rama La'a Hayatha Bawa. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 18 in the English. And when they did meet, it was an omer that he gathered much, had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. And we read that. Mm-hmm. So we were supposed to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was yeah. It was supposed to stop at 18.
Mm-hmm. No, you're supposed to start at 18. Stop at 17.
Yeah, I read 18 in the Hebrew. Right. So we started 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So verse 19. And Moses said, let no man leave of it till the morning. Verse 20. Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses, but some of them left off until the morning, and it bred worms and stank.
What happened to it?
Bred worms and stank.
You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to be disobedient, man. They want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Hard-headed, stubborn, stiff-necked people we are. Don't know how to just obey orders, man. Thinking we're going to get over on the Lord. We got to be stubborn people think we're going to get over on the Lord, man. You know what I mean? You like, nah, he ain't going to know. I'm just lay this under my pillow. He ain't going to know the other side. Wake up, worms calling all on you. Worms all in the bread. You know what I mean? It's rotted out. You know what I mean?
And Moses was wroth with them.
What was he?
Wroth with them.
Man, that brother, Moses been holding it down for a minute, man. He been holding it down for a minute. And now he fed up. He fed the hell up. You know what I mean? Read on.
Verse 21. And they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating. And when the sun waxed hot, it melted. Like when the Most High said, take it up and eat it, man, according to how much you eat. That's what he means, man.
That's it. Eat till you ain't hungry no more, man.
That's it.
Don't worry about nothing else.
He said he was going to test you, so that means he's going to give you some every day.
Come on, man.
So whatever he give you that day, you eat that day. And then you get the rest tomorrow. Ain't that how it go?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Then he's going to give you more. He's testing you. He told you that.
He's going to feed you every day.
Verse 22. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man, and all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. Now they did follow that.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Take that which ye will, bake today, and see that ye will seethe, and that which remaineth over, lay up for you to keep until the morning. Verse 24, and they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein, because they obeyed. You understand? Like all of these scriptures, like it says in Romans 15:4.
Mm-hmm. Written aforetime, written for our learning.
Yeah, man. This is written for our learning, for us to understand. You understand? This is to prepare us, man. We're being prepared to be a nation again. For this reason, man. Like our kingdom that is going to be established under Christ is going to be a forever kingdom. It's not going to fall. And we have to know what the hell to do. We have to learn how to take orders, as the brother said. When they tell us to do certain things, we do it. And then it works out correctly. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the Most High is trying to show our people here.
Right. Yeah, man, that was the last set, though, one. You know what I'm saying? That was the last set right there, man. So, next week, Lord allow, we'll pick back up, man. Next week, Lord allow, we'll pick back up Exodus chapter 16. And what's that verse? 20 what? Exodus 16 and 24. So we'll pick back up at Exodus chapter 16 and 25, right? what I'm saying? So Lord allow next week we'll pick it back up. Mm-hmm. All right, most high in Christ, man. You know what I mean? So just up here, Mightium. Thyself to the to the Torah. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrakiyah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrakiyah.
Okay. A mighty means to stand. Wapanyak with dung means rise and face east. Start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim. Quadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'a. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Lathananawa. Lakam. Yawum. Wasalak Nawa. Kabawath Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kabawath Nawa. Wala.
Tabia Ayanawa. Banasaya 1. A ball. Awashaya Nawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. Laiwalunyam. Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Prayer for the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Baba Kashab. Nathan Lenawa.
Hakak. Lara Pa'a. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazarayam. Hakak. Lahakwiyam. Hamathiam. Hakak. Arakarawa. Hatama Allah. Lagarishan. Bahashim Yahushua. Dawara Aman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
The prayer for the blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai?
Why
Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Alahayim? Matazaba Ya'ah. Alawap Yahana. Alawapiyam. Asaranyam. Kotazayanyam. Akoyoyoyam. Wahakwatiam. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
121st Psalm in Hebrew. Aisha. Ayanya. Al-Haharium.
Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayam. Wa'aratazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Wagalka. Ayanawam. Shamarka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Sharamar. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Aliyad. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Hashemash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makalrai. Yashamar. Atmapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'aka. Wabawa'aka. Mayatha. Wa'aid awalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore.
The 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al-Dami Alaka.
Al-Dami Alaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al. Kayahana. Awayabyaka. Yahama.
Yawan. Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Yairayamwa. Sawada. Wayatha. Ya'aitazawa. Al-Tazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakidum. Magolia. Wala'ah. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'Allah. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa'aitazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Alyaka. Baraya. Yakarathwa. Aholia. Arawam. Wayashemai. Alayam.
Salakia. Mawa'aba.
Wahagorium. Gabal. Waimawan. Waimalak. Palashat. I'm Yeshabia.
Labanya Lawat. Yeshabia. Tazawar. Gam Ashawar. Nalawa.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Labanya
Lawat.
Salah.
Aishalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayabian. Barakal. Kwayashwan. Nashamadwa. Bayan. Dara. Hayawa. Daman. Ladama. Shayatamwa. Nada. Dadmawa. Karab. Wakazabak. Wakatazal. Manai. Kaunisai Kamwa. Ashar. Amarwa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Na'awah. Alahayim. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagogla. Kakwash. Lapanyarabaka. Ka'ash. Tabiyaira. Yaira. Wakalahaba. Salahat. Harayam. Gan. Daradapma. Basa Iraka. Wabasa. Wapatka. Tabahalam. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shimka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shimka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayabaholdwa. Aid. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayadayawa. Kayata. Shimka. Yahweh. Labadka. Aliyawan. Al-Kaharatazar. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Men of Israel, we give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim, Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shabbat,
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat,
Yajim Atah.